Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Student of the Month program for the Paris Menifee Valleys. My name is Grant Bennett. I'm the superintendent for the Paris Union High School District. But today I'm again wearing many hats. So right now I'm Sally Myers, who's the owner of the Sizzlers here in Paris and up and down the state of California. Her husband and Gary and Sally have been in business a long time. I want to start out with the prayer by Chris Clark from Student Venture, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by our mayor from the city of Paris, Michael Vargas. So will you all please rise?
Welcome. Before I pray, I just wanted to really just say something really quick. I always am asking God, like, okay, what can I say that's going to be somewhat inspiring, so to speak. But I wanted to just read passage of scripture, and then I'm going to go right into the prayer. It's coming from Matthew 5, verse 14 through 16. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp to put it under a basket, but on a stand, and gives it light to all in the house. In the same way, you let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. One of the things I just want to say to those that are getting these awards, this is a great accomplishment. Do not take this achievement lightly. People are watching you, and if you ever get into a situation where you feel like somebody's trying to doubt what it is that you're doing, I just want you to think about the people in this room. Those that saw light in you, those that believed in you, those that voted for you. And so when you're going through life and you're trying to make those difficult choices, please understand that people are watching you, and they're hoping. Your parents, your teachers, the staff, everybody here is believing in you. Don't take it lightly, and also don't allow it to put too much pressure on you. But at the same time, know that there's people that are backing you in this. Okay, and you can always reach out to them. You're in a very small fraternity of people, and I want you to just kind of keep that in mind when you're receiving these awards. Let us pray. Father God, I thank you once again for allowing us to come before you, and as we fellowship and break bread with one another, Lord, I ask that you just help us to reflect on you and all the many blessings that you've given us. Father, I just pray that every recipient that comes up, Lord, that they may have a true understanding of the light that has been placed inside of them, that was given to them by you. And Lord, I just ask that as we come before you, that your spirit may be here, may it rest on each and every one of us, and let us have a joyous and prosperous time. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. That was a great way to kick off this event. Would you all now please join me as we honor our nation's colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh my goodness, this is not just some little thing. Go Dodgers.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Clark, also. The Student of the Month program was founded in 1998 by Sally Meyer down in Temecula. She started in Temecula, then moved it up to Murrieta, Lake Elsinore, and then in 1999 started here in Paris. So it's the 24th year here in Paris having a Student of the Month program. And we've seen a lot of kids come through here, a lot of kids go do some great things, and we're going to hear about some other great kids today. In 1999, when it started here, I was a teacher at Paris High across the street. And I actually got to come to the first Student of the Month to present our student from Paris High. And I don't think it was Jerry. No, it wasn't Jerry, no. Sorry, Jerry, you were just sitting there, I could see you. The mission and history of the Student of the Month program. The Student Month program is a local high school recognition program supported by the community to acknowledge and honor college, vocational, and trade school-bound senior students for their character, their love of learning, commitment to academics, participation in athletics, school activities, community service, or the ability to persevere and overcome difficulty in their life circumstances in a setting that honors God, country, family, community, and free enterprise. That was Sally's vision when she started this, and it carries on even through today. You know, I often get to sub for Sally just because she has to travel a lot with her business, and I don't do the job near as well as she does, but I kind of do it my way. So we'll continue on today and see you guys can vote how I do when we get done. The kids, I'd be number one, right? Because you guys are gonna graduate in a couple months. I haven't signed your diplomas yet. We want to introduce the students and the principals from the school. We're just going to introduce them, have them stand up real quick, and then we'll hear more from them down the road. So from Paris High, we have our principal, Juan Santos, and student Axel Daniel Perez. From Paris Lake High School, we have principal Lee Alfred, and his student Kimberly Marie DeAndra. From Heritage High School, we have our principal Lindsay Chavez, and our student Rina Frias Tapia. And from Paloma Valley High School, we have our athletic director Dean Julie Blee, and student Jacob Matthew Martinez Rivera. Congratulations to all of you. This program couldn't go on without many sponsors, and we'll talk about those in a minute, but kind of the umbrella organizations that help us with this program are the Chambers of Commerce from both Menifee and Paris. I don't see anybody from the Menifee Chamber here today, but we do have our president from the Paris Chamber, Jerry Sepulveda, will come up and say a few words. Jerry's a Paris High grad. Glad to have him back in the community.
Thank you. Took me a while to be able to call Mr. Bennett Grant. He kept on saying, "Call me Grant." I'm like, "It's Mr. Bennett." So now I can say Grant. Thank you, Grant. All right, welcome everybody. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say today to all our student of the months, and one thing I wanted to let you guys know is that obviously you're going to hear a lot of different nuggets that you guys should always remember. Right, you're in a small fraternity. That's what Pastor was saying. I was like, that was really good. Last year I celebrated the 20th, my 20th reunion from graduating from Paris High School. And I want you guys to really start thinking about, when you guys talk to your friends as you get older, you graduate, you guys are going to have a lot of you remember when conversations. And I want you guys to think differently and think about what you're going to be doing, because you're going to have a lot of you remember when, because a lot of your friends, a lot of your surrounding people, high school is going to be their highlight of their life. The reason why I'm saying that, because that's what we experience. But this is just a stepping stone for everyone here, right? You guys everyone's watching, right? That's a good thing. You're a leader because everyone's watching. I always tell my 9-year-old son, you're always being watched, meaning people are looking up to you, and people are looking up to you. And so continue doing what you're doing, because you're surrounded by great people, great parents or guardians. That's why you are here, because you're being molded, whether it's you being respectful, your character, everything's being built. You didn't just do it on your own, right? We have a village that's helping everyone grow together. So continue doing what you're doing. We're super excited. The Paris Valley Chamber of Commerce, you're receiving a certificate along with a $25 gift certificate, because we just want to keep on investing more. Enjoy dinner. Go enjoy. I think that $25 will buy you a cup of coffee now. So go enjoy whatever drink that you like. But we're super proud of you. Continue doing what you're doing. It's okay to fail. Make sure you fail forward. Don't be too hard on yourself, because then you won't get nothing done. And you're going to hear a lot of good nuggets today from a lot of different speakers. So, and we're excited to hear from you. So once again, everyone, congratulations. Let's give all our winners a round of applause. And right back to Greg.
Thank you, Jared. We have some other thank yous we want to do before we get it rolling into the program. We have some volunteers that help put this on every month, make sure that everyone's being notified, everybody's Sorry, it threw me off. We want to introduce the volunteers from my office, both Anna Fetzner and Sarah Rico in the back. Stand up, ladies. They do an awesome job keeping this thing moving and keeping me going in the right direction also most days. They list me as a volunteer for the MC, but I'm happy to do it for Sally whenever she needs me to. Like I talked about earlier, this could not go on without sponsors and people that are really looking out for our kids. And I want to introduce the sponsors that are here. This is our meal sponsors that are here today from Azusa Pacific University, Naturally Rodriguez. Here, thank you. From the city of Manatee, Councilman Dean Dine, right over here on the left. From the city of Paris, we have our Mayor Michael Vargas and our Judy Hani, our Assistant City Clerk. From CRR, Jocelyn Huerta, way back in the corner there. From the Eastern Municipal Water District, Amanda Fine. Thank you, Amanda. From HCN Bank, formerly Bank of Hammond, Israel Ruiz. Who is it? Mike and Angel Barons, I saw Mike come in. Thank you, Mike. From the Parish Union High School District, Anna Fetzner, Sarah Rico, Robert Bruff, and Joseph Williams are all here today. I'm not sure if Mr. Campos made it. No, okay. From Riverside County Office of Education, Alejandra Herrera and Fred Wolf. Thanks for being here. The Rotary Club of Paris, we have our president, Patty Smith. And from Star Milling, we have Rebecca Walker. Thank you for being here for a long time. And we have Student of the Month each month. I think we have 8 winners during the year. This is the final group that are receiving the Student of the Month award. But in May, we'll have our Student of the Year celebration. All the students that won Student of the Month had the opportunity to fill out a scholarship application and turn it in. Then we have a group of people that will read those and choose a winner from each school. So you're really competing against eight of your own classmates back at the schools. So it's a competitive scholarship and not thousands of people in there. So hopefully, I know everybody here got their application in and got it done for us. So thank you for doing that. But we also have some donors that donate money to the scholarship fund. I think each student is going to receive about $3,000 this year, maybe a little bit more. From Azusa Pacific University, again, Naturally Rodriguez. Thank you, Naturally, for being here. Mike and Angel Barons also donate to our scholarship event. From EMWD, Amanda Fine, again, thank you for sponsoring the student scholarships. The Parish Union Management Association, what that is, it's our school district administrators. As a group, we raise money to be able to we're the biggest donor to the Scholarship Foundation. And one of our board members from PUMA, Parish Union Management, James Heckman's here. Thank you, James. We just, on last Saturday, we do one fundraiser a year to raise money to get scholarships to kids. And we had our golf tournament. We had about 84 golfers out there playing out at Seven Hills in Hammond. And I think the profit's going to be about $13,000, which will go right back to our kids. So we're proud to be able to do that. Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Alejandra Herrera and Fred Wolf again, back there in the corner. Thank you. Rotary Club of Paris is also a scholarship sponsor, and Patty Smith, our president's here. And Star Milling, also Rebecca Walker. So you hear the same names because they see what great things that our kids are doing and want to really help support them as they move forward in their school career. So the Student of the Year, I talked about that. The selection process is here in April. All the applications have been turned in, are being processed for judging. And the winners will be announced near the end of April. We have our dinner, our breakfast is going to be this year in May. So you can look forward to that. We also always have a lot of our dignitaries here today, elected officials that come and support us every month, support our students, because this is kind of the highlight sometimes. You get to hear all the great things kids are doing and remember why we're doing the things we're doing, because kids like what we have here today. So I'm gonna introduce the dignitaries. I'm gonna ask them to come make a loop around here and meet with Sarah, and I'm gonna go the order that I read you off on. So from the city of Paris, Mayor Michael Vargas. From the city of Menifee, Councilmember Dean Dines. From Assemblyman Dr. Corey Jackson's office, Jorge Zavala. From Assemblyman Bill Esali, Casey Deaver. From Senator Kelly Ciarto's office, Angelica Austin. From Senator Richard Roth's office, Italia Garcia. From U.S. Congressman Ken Calvert's office, Jeff Benavides. From Riverside County Supervisor's office, Kevin Jeffries, Ashish Winstead. From the Riverside County Office of Education, Alejandro Herrera or Fred Wolf, one of you, whoever's going to come up and talk. And then I'll close it out with from the Parish and High School District. So I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Vargas.
He always leaves it way up there. Well, good morning and congratulations, students. This is definitely a very big achievement. I'm more excited to be here myself, as I don't get to rarely make this here because of committee meetings. I have to split myself in 3 ways at this hour, but today I was able to be here, and this is a good time for me to be here. And thank you to the parents. You are probably the biggest part behind this student, because your support behind your child is what led them to be here. I can truly testify that, having 4 daughters myself and dealing with 3 grandkids now at home. You guys were selected amongst, well, over 500 kids, maybe 6, 7, I don't know what it is, at your particular school, so that's a big achievement. And I want to again thank the parents. Gracias a los padres por su apoyo, support? Apoyo, I was going to say repollo. But anyway, we got a lot of talking, so you will get a certificate from the mayor and city council, along with some other goodies behind us. And if I can give one request, please come back and give back to your community. Come back to Paris when you're done with your studies. Thank you. Congratulations.
Good morning. It was really hard to follow the first 2 speakers. I think they took all the good parts and said all the things that the rest of us were going to say. But as Mr. Bennett said, it's exciting to be here. We enjoy coming here and representing, in my case, the city of Menifee, because what we hear, all of your accomplishments and your hard work, is very inspiring. Not just for you personally, but for all those that hear that. And I think that's why we're excited to be here. And that's why we're happy to support you. So congratulations on your hard work. It's well deserved. And come back to Menifee too. Don't listen to Paris. You can come to Menifee too when you come back and you finish your education. Thank you. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. My name is George. I'm with Assemblymember Dr. Jackson's office. I want to thank all the educators, all of the parents, and all of the students. It's a collective work for everyone's hard work, and I want every student will receive a certificate. I do want to shout out Jacob specifically back there, because I found an error in yours this morning, and I will make sure that you get yours with your full name on there and everything. But every student will receive one of these, and thank you once again to all the educators, families, and everyone else. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Casey Deaver, and I'm with Assemblyman Bill Esali's office, and it truly is an honor to get to be here. It really is one of our favorite events that we get to attend. We get to see the amazing things that your students are already doing, and we're excited to see where it's going to take you in the next steps. You guys are really close to the end, so enjoy it. Embrace this moment. This is about you. I know so often you guys are focused on what others to do for others, but take the time. Enjoy this. This is about you. And on behalf of Assemblyman Esali, I'm going to present you guys with this certificate, and enjoy this morning. Thank you so much.
All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Jeff Benavides, and I'm here on behalf of Congressman Ken Calvert. I always speak to the congressman about these Student of the Month events, and I always try to, take some advice from him to give to all of you. And what he always consistently says is just remind all the kids to stay true to themselves, remain humble, and remain kind. That is going to take you far. Clearly you're already doing that here today. So on behalf of Congressman Calvert, we have some nice congressional certificates here for all of you. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here today, and thank you for all the hard work that you guys are doing in regards to your education. Thank you so much.
Good morning, buenos dias. On behalf of Senator Richard Roth, I get to present you with the cool certificate because it's red. Most of the certificates are blue. It's an honor to be here on behalf of the Senator, and we really want to congratulate you and your family. Queremos dar las gracias y bienvenidas a los padres y a los familiares que están aquí con los estudiantes. Yo soy Italia García de la oficina del senador Richard Roth y queremos dar las felicidades a ustedes los padres por apoyar a sus hijos. We want to congratulate you parents and guardians for supporting your children and for supporting all the efforts that they do. I know that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, but truly, students here today, we want you to make sure that you continue on and do what you wish to do. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, and like my colleagues say, stay true to yourself and continue to do great work. We hope to see you back in the community wherever you decide to go. You know, Menifee, I live in Menifee, so you know, it's really nice in Menifee. But really, we really want to just thank you for all that you continue to do. And we know it's difficult times, especially with COVID and remote work and remote learning. All of those challenges, you all have strived and you all have made it. So congratulations, felicidades.
Well, hello, good morning. I'm Hashish Winstead. I'm here representing Supervisor Kevin Jeffries, District 1 Board of Supervisors. So my certificate is blue. So yeah, and so this is my first time over here, and wow, this is a great event, and I do have 3 kids, so as a parent, I cannot even imagine what the parents are feeling today. I mean, I have 3, and none of them had ever given me the ability to sit on one of those tables, so I only have 1 left that it could, maybe, not sure. But for those parents, wow, I mean, really, I mean, having these kids, I do believe that education starts at home. So you guys are part of these 4 kids who are here receiving these certificates, and I believe in that, So, and for the students, of course, I mean, recognition is well deserved. Your effort and your dedication to your academics demonstrate that you have ambitions to excel. So that's all I have for you, but so thank you, okay? Congratulations again.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fred Wolf. I'm a Community Outreach Ambassador for Riverside County Office of Education, Dr. Gomez's office. I'm joined this morning by my lovely colleague, Alejandra, back there. We are all about community. And I want to echo what the pastor said in the beautiful prayer he did this morning about you all being a part of that fraternity, that family, that community. Students, I want to congratulate you. We have our certificate that we're going to leave here on behalf of our office. And I'm going to leave you with one thing. I'm going to do something a little different. Could the students stand up real quick? This is just 10 seconds. Students Perez, Leandra, Tapia, Rivera, could you please stand up? Thank you. Students, this is all about you. And we want you to know that your community and your family is behind you 100%. And we're so very proud of you. Our Office of Education is so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished and will accomplish. And remember this, that the darkest of rooms can still be lit by the light of 1 candle. So we want to thank you this morning for being those candles. We're going to pay it forward, set an example for the other candles that are going to come after you. Thank you very much and congratulations.
It's always great to hear from our elected officials as they come in and support our students. Everybody's also, you're going to get some cool stuff coming up. You see up here, there's a bag and there's a whole bunch of stuff there. Well, there's a lot of different things in there, and you're going to get a chance to go out to eat a lot of different places and get to visit some other places within the communities, like the Temecula Olive Oil Company. They have gifts in there, Sizzler, New York Upper Crust Pizza, and you get creative printing, and APU has a notebook for you. Both cities have a swag bag for you, Even if you live at Menifee, you get a Paris bag. If you live in Paris, you also get a Menifee bag, so you get each. So regardless of which community you live in, both communities are here together to support you and want to promote you. One thing you're going to get to do, you get a cool opportunity. All the goodies here that you're going to get, all the certificates from elected officials. You get the opportunity to write out a thank you card to each and every one of them. And I say it every month when I come over, it's right. You don't take your Chromebook and word process it and then cut it out and put a glue stick and stick it in the thing and send it to us. No, it's handwritten. Now somebody played a game on me. I told them they can't cut it out and paste it in there. They figured out how to run it through their printer. So they printed on it, so they actually didn't go against what I had asked them to do, but they like to see you handwrite it, and it's important that the sponsors, they give a lot of money to help us do this program, and just to acknowledge them is great, and so you're gonna get that opportunity. And you're probably saying, how am I gonna know who I'm gonna send them to? We have almost a 3-page document here that you're gonna get with all the addresses and the people that you're gonna thank for putting this on. And it's 55 cents a letter to mail, so we don't want you to have to deal with that. You fill out the cards and give them to your principal at your school, and the district will take care of the postage for getting those out to the people. So please make sure you do that. We have also, when we get to the Student of the Year, like I said, there's about $3,000 in scholarships that are going to be given out to each student. But there's also some other cool things that you're going to get there. Some gift sponsors. Costco Lake Elsinore has a gift for you. They give a giant beach towel every year so if you're going to school around the beach, you'll be set up. If you're going out in the desert, well, you can sit by the pool then, I guess. CR&R has a gift for you that'll be in there also. So we want to thank the sponsors and the gift sponsors also for what they're doing for us. So you've heard me mumble and bumble and stagger around up here a little bit. It's time to hear the good things about our kids. And that's why we're all here today. That's why all these officials are here and all the sponsors are here. So I'm gonna ask each school to come up and they're gonna present. We're gonna have the principal come up. He or she will start right here at the podium. The teacher mentor will be beside him. On this side will be the student and their family. So everybody gets to come up. You wanna be close so we can make sure to get you in the cameras. And it'll work. The principal has a minute, and the teacher will have about a minute or so to talk about the student. Then the student gets as much time as they want, usually about 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And then one family member will speak also. We're asking the students to share where they're going to college and what their career goals are, share about their current school life, things they've been involved with at their school. But we want you to answer one of these heartfelt questions. First one, you only have to answer one of them. What do you believe is your greatest contribution to your community, school, or family? The second one you could answer is, what do you think is the most significant life lesson that you'll take with you to college? The third one is, how do you plan on giving back to our community or paying it forward? And the fourth one is, share a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle you've overcome. So we'd ask you to address one of those questions as part of your speech up here. So we're going to go in order that's on the program there. So the first school will be Paris High School, Principal Juan Santos, and their student Axel Daniel Perez and family.
Para que nos agarren la cámara bien, tenemos que juntarnos un poquito. Good morning, everybody, and thank you once again for celebrating our students in the district. And I have the pleasure of being able to introduce you to Axel. I'm going to call him Alex. Alex Perez. He's a quiet leader, and when I presented them with when I informed him that he was going to be our student of the month, you could just see his smile.
that smile. And it was really nice because Ms. Perez has been part of our computer science program. And Ms. Choi has had him for, you have him for 2 years?
Yes, but since he was a freshman.
All right, so she knew him since 9th grade year, and when he took AP Computer Science. And he came back and took her class, and because of the amazing programs and the amazing teachers that we have, this young man is going to be he'll tell you a little bit more about that, but he's going to be going to UC Riverside, and he wants to study computer engineering. And so it's always nice as a principal when we're able to establish programs that the students want, and this is something they want to pursue when they go to college. And so during the time that we had distance learning, after talking to him a little bit, during the times when we were in distance learning and everyone was locked up and we didn't have school, that's actually the first time that he had Ms. Choi in the class. But as opposed to letting that experience kind of drag him down a little bit, he was really introspective and was really thinking about his future and what he wanted to do. And it just so happened that he ended up developing that passion for the computer science classes during the time where education was not at its best from the standpoint of learning. But where other students kind of struggled and they didn't do so well, he was really thinking about what he wanted to do the rest of his life. And so the connection started with the computer science class, and I'm very happy that he made that choice, and he's going to be going to UC Riverside for that. So with that, I'd like to introduce Ms. Choi, so she can tell you a little bit more about Axel.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm humbled to be here today to introduce our student of the month, Axel Perez. Every student faces challenges throughout their academic journey, but Axel has demonstrated an exceptional level of resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Despite experiencing the tragic loss of a close family member, Axel has not only persevered, but has also thrived in his studies. As a computer science student, Axel has taken on one of the most academically challenging pathways at our school. Yet, he has excelled in his coursework and has shown a remarkable commitment to his studies. He has used the loss of his father as a source of inspiration to push himself even harder and to honor his dad's memory. During my 14 years of teaching here at Paris High School, I have had several students lost their close family members, but because of that, they actually derailed. My student here at Axel, he actually remembered what his dad used to tell him about how he's going to be successful, how he's a great guy. And so he decided to honor his dad's words. And so he used to be quiet, not as social, but after his dad passed, he decided to join different clubs. He was in Key Club, he was also in Panther TV, and he decided that he's going to socialize with people and work harder. And it is very difficult to accomplish a grade of A in an AP Computer Science A class, and he does that. He is close to 100%. He will take nothing less than something that's perfect. Axel's dedication to his academic pursuits and his family is truly inspirational. He serves as a role model for his peers and a shining example of what can be accomplished with hard work and determination. I am honored to have Axel as a member of our school community, and we are so proud to name him as our Student of the Month.
Hello, my name is Axel Perez, and I will be majoring in computer engineering, thanks to Ms. Choi. I am looking forward to getting my bachelor's degree and potentially master's at UCR, which I hope during my stay or my attendance, I will be getting my internship and getting some work experience in that field. So I will start by saying that since elementary school, about 3rd grade, I have always had the ambition and passion to do well. I aimed for exceptional grades, and I received distinguished honor rolls. I moved up in honors classes, and I tried my best to do as many successes as I can to not only promote myself, but my family and to do well for others. Yet, even though I did so much, I tried so hard, I still felt failure. I felt isolation. I had friends, but I didn't feel like I had true friends, if that makes sense. What I saw in my peers was that they were better than me in every way, that no matter how hard I tried, I would never be as good as them. I felt inferior to my talents. I was never the top student. I was never the favorite, but I tried. And that continued on until when I moved to California, the summer before my freshman year. I was still ashamed of myself, my talents. I was alone, completely this time. In new school, new high school. And for that year, I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't join any clubs. I didn't try super hard because I didn't feel like I should. I felt that I stagnated. This kept on until the second semester of my sophomore year, during the height of COVID-19, the pandemic, when I was already enclosed in my room. That's when my father passed away in February. So not only did I have to feel the guilt of myself, but I had to feel grief for my father. I tried to do my best. I wanted to make him proud, but I felt like I failed. I couldn't focus on my schoolwork. I couldn't focus on my future. It seemed so bleak. Yet, I continued. And I did so because I remembered what my father said to me. Every single time we met, before we departed, he would always tell me how much he loved me, how much he was proud of me. And those words, during that time, I just shrugged it off. I didn't think much of it. I thought they were just kind words. Yet, I see a new viewpoint on them when I no longer heard those words. I realized that I did do a lot. I tried my best. I succeeded in many aspects of my life and my academic lifestyle at school. I just needed to be reminded of that. And so, when we were picking our classes for my junior year, I decided that I would have a new viewpoint, a new outlook. I attended 3 AP classes for my junior year, along with 2 dual enrollment classes for MSJC. It was a struggle. It was really difficult. But I wanted to do better. I knew I could do better. And I realized that I just had to be the best person of myself. I didn't have to be the best person around me. And I continued this thought into my senior year, this year, in which I took even more AP classes, more dual enrollment classes, and I even took an extra 0th period. For first semester was Intro to Biology, Human Evolution, and for this semester, second semester, it's Political Science. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty good. And as of right now, I am actually ranked 8th for my entire school. I put myself out there more. I participated much in Panther TV, news broadcasts of our school. At first, I was just like the idea person, but now I came up with ideas and what to do. But now I'm actually filming, I'm coming up with scripts, I'm editing videos, I'm making myself a major part of that program. And I also did community service earlier in this year for the Enchanted Park grand opening, in which I helped clean up and set up and give free stuff. And every week, I also make sure to attend math and computer science tutoring. I make sure to rarely ever miss a day because I know that I struggle and that I need to do better and that I am doing better. 2 years ago, I never thought I would have been doing any of this. I learned that even in the most tough moments, I have to persevere. I was taught that I have to focus on my growth, not my faults in comparison to others. I have been successful. I just need to be reminded of that. And before I close out, I just wanted to thank those around me. Thank you, Ms. Choi, for seeing my best self, my abilities, showing me what I wanted to be in my life, and helping me in my learning process. Thank you, my family, for aiding and supporting me throughout my entire life. And even in the darkest times, you helped me grow. And lastly, thank you for all the volunteers, sponsors, organizers of this event, for recognizing all of our accomplishments, our hard work, and our hardships. Thank you for having me here. And here comes my remarks.
Hi, my name is Rosalba Rivas. I'm the mother of Axel. And I want to begin saying that I am very proud of him. All the hard work that he does every day. What he said right now, it just makes me feel. I wrote this, but I cannot even read it. I see him since he was little. He was this kid that always wanted to do more and more and more. He always says, like, he wants to do something, he always says, it's not right. Even though I see it that it was right, he's like, it's not right. So he tried to do more. And when he started going to school, I always saw him that he was pushing himself more. Whenever he says, oh, I have a B, that's not a good grade. I'm like, to me, it's amazing. He's like, no, it's not, I have to have A's. So during all those years, he was getting a lot of diplomas and all those awards. And I always feel very proud going and getting them. Sometimes he just go like, here, Mom. I'm like, what do you mean here? This is something that you did, it's something you worked for. He's like, I already have a lot. But I was proud every single time he got one. Then when he started going to junior high and they tell him to go to the program, the citywide, at first he was like, it's just something else. But I feel very proud of him because they chose him to go take a class to the college. And I imagine him right there. And when I saw him going, I went to the college and I'm like, one day I'm actually gonna see you coming here. And now that he's close, I feel very proud of him. I have other kids. My other two kids, they are in college. And my younger daughter, she's in high school. She's following his steps. She was struggling a little bit with the COVID because they were doing homeschooling and she didn't like it. But now she's actually going more because she sees him that he's actually doing something. And I'm happy because she's looking at him as a role model. I didn't finish high school, so to me it's very hard to help him because he knows more than me now. He's way up than me. So I know he had like a really hard time during that time because he tells me to help him, but I couldn't because all what he was learning right there, I didn't even saw it when I was in school. But I'm very happy that he found people to help him. Like his teacher, that she actually helped him. He's being motivated and I'm very happy for that because I couldn't do it myself. I just want him to keep going, to don't stop. He still has more to go. And I'm very proud of you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Lee Alfred, who is student from Paris Lake High School.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Lee Alford. I'm the principal at Paris Lake High School. I'm excited to be here again this morning to celebrate all of our students that are doing such amazing things in the district. I'd like to introduce to you our student of the month, Miss Kimberly Deanda. I would first like to start off by congratulating her because Kimberly is now a graduate of Paris Lake High School. She completed just a few weeks ago, so we want to say congratulations. It sometimes is hard when we have students that when they graduate, we're excited for that opportunity for them, and of course that is the ultimate goal of why they come to our school site. But also there are some students that once they leave us, you can feel the impact of that loss on the campus. And Kimberly is one of those students. We immediately made her one of our front office students that comes in and supports and greets people because of her infectious smile and how she handles herself. She makes everyone feel welcome. She greets students, she greets parents, she greets staff. And so when she graduated with us, immediately we felt that loss in the front office. It was like, where's that glow? Where's that smile? Where's that laughter that we always see every single morning? But again, we couldn't be more happy to celebrate you and what you've accomplished. She came to us as a junior, and a lot of our students, you know, they always feel a little discouraged when they get there, and they feel like it's going to be an uphill battle to graduate. And just to see the light that goes on for them when they see that goal and reach, how they start to blossom. And Kimberly has been a huge blossom on our campus. And so I just want to say congratulations. We're going to miss you. We look forward to seeing all the wonderful things that you are going to accomplish, but make sure you come back and celebrate and share those things with our students. And so I just want to say congratulations.
All right, good morning. Thank you for being here to support our students. They all work very hard to get here, and not everybody's here, but we support them anyway. Miss Kimberly, so she started with me as a junior. The infectious, kind smile and generous heart was obvious from the go. Her love for academics was not. However, I saw a major change from last year to this year, you know, and I had to ask her why. And learning from others is one of the smartest things you can do. Instead of making your own mistakes, learning from the mistakes of others is one of the pivotal moments that somebody can elevate themselves versus learning from their own mistakes. So this young lady sees these seniors in her junior year struggling to graduate. Every year we have this, you know, struggle to graduate on our campus. And instead of allowing herself to proceed through that same trauma and stress, she decided to learn from the mistakes of others. So last year, watching her peers, and one she's very infatuated with, seeing them struggle their way through graduation, she decided for herself that she wanted something different. And so she created that this year. The way that she started this year was completely different. The same beautiful smile, the same kind heart, but there was a level of determination and eagerness about her future that I had not seen before with Kimberly. And, you know, for her to have surpassed her previous behavior in the classroom and to really just reinvent herself is amazing to watch. For her to come and ask clarifying questions, not once but repeatedly, because she wants to know the right way to do things, and is willing to invest that in herself. She did not see this moment for herself. Graduation, being in this room right now, these are things this young lady never saw for herself. And the biggest lesson that I want everybody in the room to take with, and especially Miss Kimberly, is that when you are doubting yourself and you feel like something's not possible, and you can't see the end in sight, because oftentimes when we're taking that leap of faith for our future, for our community, for our family, we don't see how it's going to be achieved. But that leap of faith is the critical part, and she has taken that for herself. Moving forward, I would like you to use the confidence and that courage that you have established in yourself, and you get to keep that pressing forward, because these goals that you have for yourself get to happen, and you get to remember the impossible dream is absolutely possible. You just get to believe it and be reminded of it. So thank you for inspiring us and our campus and taking your dreams and running with them, and you get to keep doing that. So thank you for being here, folks.
Hello, good morning. My name is Kimberly Deanda. I would like to introduce you to my sister-in-law, Katrina, and my little sister, Aaliyah, as well as Miss Stern, who is my art teacher, and Miss Rayner, who is a registrar at Paris Lake High School. A significant life lesson I would take to college with me is to continue pushing through and to keep driving for my goals, especially when times are difficult. I'm a senior at Paris Lake, and I didn't think I was going to graduate because of how low my credits were. These last couple of years have been difficult at home due to my grandmother's illness. We have spent numerous nights at the hospital while she was in coma and following her treatment at home. Some days were good and some were bad. I felt like giving up at times, but with the support from all family members, Ms. Stern, Ms. Reina, and all the Paris Lake staff support Paris Lake staff, I kept pushing myself to meet my graduation goal. They all have supported me since my first day as a junior. They never gave up on me, and they motivated me to not give up on myself. I was able to graduate early at the end of third quarter. My life goal is to keep working hard no matter what and never to give up on myself. I decided that I will attend Mount San Jacinto Community College to earn my associate's degree as a social worker. I feel like that is a correct choice for me because I will have the opportunity to make a difference in my community. I have always wanted a career where I can support people and make a difference in someone's life. The reason why I've decided to become a social worker is because when I needed the support, Paris Lake social worker was there for me to support. She listened and understood me. I've also seen in the news and watched documentaries about social workers who fail to protect the people. This is why I have decided to pursue my career as a social worker. I truly believe this is my calling. I will go above and beyond to protect and support anyone who needs help because I understand how difficult life can be at times. I'm ready to begin this journey as a social worker. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone for being here today. Thank you, Paris Lake staff members, for all your support. Your help made all the difference. Everyone have a wonderful day.
Hi, my name is Katrina Lopez, and I'm Kimberly's sister-in-law. I'm very honored to be here to talk to you all. I just want to start off congratulate Kimberly on how far she has come on her journey, even though she has faced so many challenges to get where she is today. I am here to celebrate your accomplishment, and I just want to say how proud I am of you. I know school wasn't easy, but the truth is school isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be challenging and hard because once you get out there, you'll face multiple obstacles and you can't give up. So the fact that you choose to go to college after graduation makes me happy because you have grown into a bright young woman who will do amazing things in the world. I watched you grow into this inspiring, compassionate, dedicated young woman. Your future is very bright, Kimberly, and I know you'll work hard and you will pay off very soon. I will still be there for you when you're walking across that stage in college. Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to bring up Mrs. Lindsay Chavez, principal of Heritage High School.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Lindsay Chavez, and I'm a proud principal at Heritage High School. And I am pleased to introduce you to our Student of the Month, Jimena Frias. And this month is, every month is very special when we're introducing our amazing students to you, but this month is a little bit extra special for me because I remember what it was like, Jimena, coming to a brand new school in a brand new country as a newcomer, because I too had that experience. So Jimena joined us in December of 2021 from Mexico. And I remember the challenge of coming to a new country and navigating a new school system in a language that was unfamiliar and people that were unfamiliar. I remember how difficult that was. I remember what it was like. And not only has she thrived, but she has excelled. And she was nominated by 4 staff members. And I'm excited for you to meet her and to hear more about her story and her journey with us.
Hi, good morning. My name is Guadalupe Fierros, and I am Jimena's counselor. And I think it's amazing to hear that our principal has gone through that experience. I also went through that experience, but I think it's just great to see that you can overcome those challenges and you can, reach high positions like our principal. So I think that's amazing that she can understand the struggles our students deal with. So I'm honored to be here today to recognize Jimena's accomplishments. She came to us this year from Pacific High School in San Bernardino. Ironic, I graduated from Pacific High School in San Bernardino. It has definitely been a pleasure to work with Jimena. I'm very proud of everything she has accomplished in her short time at Heritage. Jimena is a determined, resilient, respectful, and hardworking young lady. Our ELD team is very proud of all of her accomplishments, and we're so excited that she's getting recognized. And I would like to read some words from our team. Our 2 para-educators who are also here with us, who nominated her for the recognition, Ms. Cassandra Hernandez and Ms. Ruby Velasco. And it reads, we have had the pleasure of working with Jimena since last semester. Since we met her, she has always shown dedication to getting her work done and has attempted to understand the topics in her classes. Jimena is an English learner who has demonstrated a commitment to understanding different subjects by reading in English, translating the material in Spanish, and writing her responses in English again. She has always shown excellence in her grades and has shown to be an outstanding role model to her classmates. She always goes out of her way to help students who might need her help. Even when she would not have homework in our study hall class, we would notice her practicing her English. She's a perfect example of overcoming obstacles and challenges if you set your mind to it. We cannot wait to see her accomplishments inside and outside of the school setting. She has a bright future ahead of her. And yes, Jimena has had to work twice as hard compared to other students because of the language barrier. But she is on the path to graduation. She will be graduating in June, and she plans to continue her education at Mount San Jacinto Community College and enrolling in the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program. So I'm confident that Jimena is going to do amazing at MSJC, and I'm confident she's going to reach all of the goals she sets her mind to. We're very proud of you, Jimena. I would like to take the time to translate for the parents, so I'll be reading in Spanish. Buenos días, soy la señora Fierros, consejera de Jimena. Me siento honrada de estar aquí el día de hoy para reconocer los logros de Jimena. Jimena vino a nosotros de la escuela preparatoria Pacific de San Bernardino este año escolar, y estaba mencionando que yo me gradué de Pacific. Es un placer trabajar con Jimena. Este reconocimiento es muy bien merecido. Jimena es una persona dedicada, resiliente, respetuosa y trabajadora. Nuestro equipo de ELD está muy orgullosos de ella. Me gustaría leer algunas palabras de sus tutoras que están aquí con nosotros, la señora Cassandra Hernández y la señora Ruby Velasco. Hemos tenido el placer de trabajar con Jimena desde el semestre pasado. Desde que la conocimos, siempre ha mostrado dedicación para hacer su trabajo y ha intentado entender los temas en sus clases. Jimena es una aprendiz de inglés que ha demostrado un compromiso con comprender diferentes temas leyendo en inglés, traduciendo el material en español y escribiendo sus respuestas en inglés. Ella siempre ha mostrado excelencia en sus materias y ha demostrado ser un excelente modelo a seguir para sus compañeros de clase. Ella siempre hará todo lo posible para ayudar a los demás estudiantes que puedan necesitar su ayuda. Incluso cuando ella no tenía tarea en nuestra clase de estudio, la notamos practicando su inglés. Ella es un ejemplo perfecto de que puedes superar obstáculos y desafíos si te lo propones. No podemos esperar ver sus logros dentro y fuera de la escuela. Ella tiene un futuro brillante por delante. Y Jimena sí ha tenido que trabajar el doble, ¿verdad?, que otros estudiantes por el lenguaje. Sí estamos muy orgullosos de ella y ella se va a graduar en junio y yo sé que ella planea seguir su educación asistiendo al Colegio Comunitario de San Jacinto y se piensa registrar en el programa de sonografía médica de diagnóstico. Y estoy segura, señora, que ella va a hacer muy bien ahí. Felicidades.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Jimena Frías Tapia. Gracias por invitarme a este evento y por el honor de reconocerme como estudiante del mes. Gracias a mis familiares y mis tutoras, Miss Ruby y Miss Cassandra, que para mí son como mis otras maestras. También a mi consejera, Miss Fierros, y nuestra directora, Mrs. Chávez. Este es mi segundo año estudiando en los Estados Unidos. Tengo 1 año y medio estudiando inglés. Y el mudarme a los Estados Unidos ha sido un cambio grande para mí. He tenido que enfrentar muchos desafíos, como empezar de nuevo en una nueva escuela donde no conozco a nadie, con un sistema diferente de estudio y aprender un nuevo lenguaje. Pero me gusta estudiar y es por eso que no se me ha hecho imposible. He aprendido que con trabajo, esfuerzo y dedicación todo se puede lograr. En la escuela Heritage High School he recibido mucho apoyo de mis maestras y mis tutoras que me han ayudado a mejorar académicamente. Y me gusta aprender y me considero una persona dedicada en mis estudios, al igual que me gusta ayudar a mis compañeros y que puedan ver un ejemplo bueno en mí. Mis papás y mis hermanas han sido un gran apoyo para mí y el saber que puedo contar siempre con ellos me ha mantenido firme y dando lo mejor de mí. Estoy feliz y orgullosa de mí misma por saber lo que he logrado académicamente y que todo el esfuerzo que he hecho ha valido y valdrá la pena. Espero que el inglés se convierta en algo cada día más fácil para mí porque estoy segura que con ello lograré cumplir mis metas. Gracias a mi trabajo estoy camino a graduarme a tiempo y he mantenido buenos grados. Después de la high school planeo asistir al Colegio Comunitario San Jacinto en Menifee y deseo estudiar en el programa de sonografía médica del diagnóstico. Elegí esta carrera porque me gusta interactuar con las personas y me interesa la medicina. Me propongo seguir siendo una persona dedicada en mis estudios y en lo que hago como hasta hoy y lograr rebasar cada una de mis metas. Gracias por invitarme y gracias a los patrocinadores que apoyan el evento del día de hoy.
Okay, I can translate her speech for you. Okay, so this is her speech. Hello everyone, my name is Jimena Frías Tapia. Thank you for inviting me to this event and for the honor of recognizing me as Student of the Month. Thank you also to everyone who is with me today, my mother, my sister, my relatives, the ELD para-educators who are like my other teachers, Ms. Ruby, Ms. Cassandra, also my counselor, Ms. Fierros, and our principal, Mrs. Chavez. This is my second year studying in the United States. I have 1.5 years studying English. Moving to the United States has been a big change for me. I've had to face many challenges, like starting over in a new school where I don't know anyone, with a different system of study, and learning a new language. But I like to learn, and that is why it has not been impossible for me. I have learned that with hard work, effort, and dedication, everything can be achieved. At Heritage High School, I have received a lot of support in my classes, and I've had good teachers and tutors who have helped me improve academically. I like to learn, and I consider myself a dedicated person in my studies. I also enjoy helping my classmates, and I want them to see a good example in me. My parents and my sisters have been a great support for me, and knowing that I can always count on them has kept me firm and motivated to give my best. I am happy and proud of myself for knowing what I have achieved academically and that all the effort I have made has been and will be worth it. I hope that English becomes easier for me every day because that will help me achieve my goals. Thanks to my hard work, I am on track to graduate on time and have managed to maintain good grades. After high school, I plan to attend Mount San Jacinto Community College in Menifee and wish to study the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program. I choose this career because I enjoy working and interacting with people, and I am interested in the field of medicine. I will continue being a dedicated person in my studies and hope to reach all of my goals. Thanks again for having me, and thanks to the sponsors who supported this event.
Buenos días, soy la mamá de Jimena, muy orgullosa de ella. Muchas gracias a todas las maestras que apoyan a mi hija en lo académico. Estoy muy orgullosa, como les dije, y de todo lo que he logrado. Sé lo dedicada que es y será una mujer muy exitosa en su futuro. Sé que lo logrará. Muchas gracias.
Right, on the spot, okay. Good morning, I am Jimena's mom. I just want to thank all of the teachers that have assisted my daughter in her academics. I am very proud of her and everything she has accomplished. And I know that she is dedicated to her studies, and she's gonna reach success in the future.
All right, next up is Palma Valley High School and Athletic Director Julie Blythe.
Hey everyone, I'm Julie Blythe. I'm the Athletic Director, Dean of Students at Paloma, and I'm super excited to introduce Jacob. I am obviously going to be a little biased here because he's one of our student athletes, and as an athletic director, I clearly have favorites. But wanted to talk about Jacob and just all the amazing things that I've seen and heard from other people. You know, as a student athlete, it's very difficult. He has a 4.4 GPA. And he spends, 3 or 4 hours a day practicing, and then when he has game days, he's there till 9 p.m. and is still able to maintain that incredible GPA. Another thing, wrestlers, they're not usually nice people. They're going out on that mat and they're going for it, right? But all the coaches talked about Jacob and how fierce he can be on the mat. He fought through injuries. He's a 4-year varsity athlete, yet he's also one of the nicest people you will ever encounter. And I think that's just a tribute to who he is, how he's been raised, and what he's going to be able to do in the future. We also have one of our amazing teachers, Mr. Lundstrom here, who's going to talk a little bit more about Jacob.
So when it comes to Jacob, basically the only way I can describe him is amazing. It's pretty easy to nominate a student as teachers when they're very vocal and they really stand out, and it's like, okay, that kid, that's a student one. I don't know if you'll see it here because he's gonna be talking, but he's a very quiet young man. Very in the back of the room, like, not in a bad way back of the room, but just back of the room, quiet, observing. So the fact that multiple of us, his teachers, including I, nominated him speaks to the fact of how awesome he is, because it's hard to see the quiet kid and notice, man, that person's awesome. And that is what Jacob is. Throughout, I've been teaching for a while, and I feel like kids, unfortunately, are getting lower quality over time, I guess is the right way to say it. But, so with having young daughters that are just starting high school and junior high, it's kind of like, but then you get kids like Jacob, and it's like, nah, I'm wrong. I'm just getting to be that old, crabby old man that, like, is like, oh, those kids. Because they're still amazing kids like Jacob. Because just amazing. How I would describe him, he is that kid or that person that when everybody's running from the burning building, he'd be running in. That's the kind of kid he is. That's like the best description I can have. for him. He's brilliant. He's always got a smile every single day. Like, have a great day to whoever he's with. Works super hard. Another descriptor that I can have is he's got a little freshman sister. And I know a lot of people probably don't notice this type of thing, but it's like I definitely did. First week or two, walking around everywhere, making sure she was okay. She came because my daughter's a freshman as well. One of her friends came and sat in the room. He's sitting in the back of the room just like watching, just not with anybody else, just sitting there watching, making sure she's okay. That's the kind of kid he is, you know. But he's fierce too. Even though he's quiet and unimposing, he went to Abu Dhabi this year to go in MMA junior nationals, and he pretty sure won the thing, right?
I won the nationals.
Won the nationals.
Yeah.
So he's the first warrior too. So I wouldn't mess with him. But that's pretty much all I can say about him. He's incredible. So.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jacob Matthew Rivera. I'm a senior at Pullman Valley High School, and I'm also a scholar athlete. So today I'm here with my esteemed athletic director, Miss Blythe, and my mentor, the father of calculus, Miss Shorby. And last but not least, I'm here with my very supportive mom, June Rivera. I'd like to start off with a story, bringing us back to when I was just 4 years old. My older sister's middle school was invited to a karate gym for a demo, where the instructors would try to recruit more students into the dojo. As a result of the demo, I began my mixed martial arts journey with karate, which would later flourish into a dream to attain the title of UFC champion one day. And as years went by, I would continue to put in my best effort to sharpen my skills, and eventually the opportunity to compete in my first cage fight arose. Something that was really cool about this event, other than being able to fight in the cage, was the fact that we each had our own walkout songs, so it was basically like a mini UFC. And as a 12-year-old, the little fact had me really pumped. So with the adrenaline in my veins, I would find myself in positions for ground and pounds, which is basically where you're on top and you rain down strikes from above. In the moment, it was exhilarating, especially when my hand was raised in the center of the cage. And although this was an amazing experience, the joy would soon fade as I realized that my elbow was stuck in like a bent position, and I couldn't really move it. And later that night, we found out that my elbow ligament was almost completely torn, and it turns out that injury would take me out of the sport for 2 years. So during this period, there were a lot of times where I would break down due to frustration, because martial arts was my life, and I put everything into it. So it was my source of pride. So when I saw how other people were surpassing my skills, the skills that I've worked so hard to develop, it was just too much for me. But spoiler alert, I made a full recovery, so that's really good. And so as much as I'd like to say that post-recovery training was filled with positive thoughts, there were many times where it was the complete opposite. My skills were not the same, my cardio was really bad, I was super slow and kind of weak, but fortunately my family was there to act as like my silver lining, if that makes sense. Every time I'd be consumed by negative thoughts, they would always be there to comfort me and open my eyes. They would tell me that whatever my best was for that day was more than enough. They would remind me that complaining would just be a waste of time since it couldn't change the past, so the only thing I could do was focus on the future. And carrying those words with me through the years has led to many once-in-a-lifetime experiences. So through the hard work, I was able to place first at nationals under the United States Fight League last summer. And since I was a champion for my division, I was given the opportunity to compete with Team USA at an international youth MMA tournament, which was held in Abu Dhabi. But unfortunately, I still do get injured quite frequently. I'm actually recovering from a sprain right now, but luckily with these injuries, I've learned how to look past disadvantages. It's kind of like the opposite of how some people would deal with adversity. So now obviously when you're injured and come back from an injury, your athletic level isn't as high as it was before. And so you'll basically be competing and training with reduced abilities, or like lessened abilities, if that makes sense. And since I end up getting injured a decent amount of the time, I've had many experiences where I would have to compete with significant disadvantages. And I admit, at first and up until now, I'm kind of still terrified of situations like that, since my confidence fed off of my athletic abilities. But as time went by, I would later understand how to deal with difficult scenarios like that. I remember a piece of advice my mom would give me. It was something along the lines of like trusting in your abilities. She'd say how you have to be your own teammate because you're already going up against your opponent, so fighting yourself would make the situation much worse for you. Basically making the fight a 2-on-1. So, injuries may suck a lot, but they come with valuable life lessons. They teach you the importance of putting disadvantages behind you and doing everything you can to reverse the odds. So after high school, I'll be taking these life lessons with me to UC Berkeley, where I'm planning to study civil engineering. And in addition to academics, I want to be a part of the Cal boxing team at UC Berkeley in hopes of solidifying my skill set for a hopefully successful career in the UFC one day. And if I were to make it into UFC, my aim is to also pursue a career in civil engineering or environmental engineering if my interests carry me over to that major. And so to end this speech, I'd like to take some time to thank everyone that has helped me get to where I am today. First, I'd like to thank God for guiding me through my injuries and blessing me with abilities and an amazing family. I'd also like to thank my mom and my family for caring for me and doing whatever it takes to help me achieve my dreams. I'd also like to thank Coach Bo at Fight Syndicate for developing my skills so that I could wield them efficiently in arenas like the one in Abu Dhabi. And I'd also like to thank my wrestling coaches, Coach Ogawa, Coach Robles, Coach Marshall, and Coach Pete, for always believing in me despite all of the injuries. And I'd also like to say thank you to Mr. Lundy for making his class really challenging so I could understand the importance of fortitude. And I'd also like to thank Ms. Blythe for being here today to support me. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank the sponsors at this event this morning for supporting me and making this honorable event possible. Thank you.
And next we're going to bring back up Mr. Bennett.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is June Rivera. I'm Jacob's mom and #1 fan. My husband and I, along with Jacob's 2 sisters, are extremely proud of him. He's an amazing young man, and he's our protector. Even when he was like really young, he has shown a protector's heart, a hero's heart. One thing that I admire most with Jacob is that he's a very conscientious young man. He has a big heart as well, and no matter how difficult the times are, like, because he wants to be the best, like when he does MMA and stuff, when he gets injured, he knows how to bounce back from all that adversity. He manages to. I have like a speech, but I don't know if I should read it. But yeah, he's just amazing, and I want him to remember that when he moves on to bigger and more adventurous stuff in life, that his family and my family, his parents and my daughters are 100% in support of whatever he wants to do. So thank you so much.
And now we'll really bring up Mr. Bennett.
Some great stories this morning for these wonderful students throughout our district. You know, some of you maybe needed a little Kleenex on a couple of them, and there were some really touching thoughts brought forth by our kids and their families for what they've gone through to persevere and move forward. Sally always does this, so I have to copy what Sally does. She always makes some notes on what it talked about when the kids are up, so I want to follow her suit. I'm going to ask Axel to stand up for me, please. Axel, going to UCR to computer engineering, that's a great position to be going towards. There's such a need for that throughout the country, and I think you're going to just do awesome with that. And with what you've done at Paris High, and what you're going to do in the future. Your dad's looking down, being very proud of you. We ranked number 8th in your class. That's great at Paris High. And I really liked when you talked about being the best person for yourself. That's all you can control. You can't control what other people are going to say. What you can do is be the person that you are. So congratulations and good luck. Kimberly. Here's Kimberly. It's great. I can see your smile from here. They talked about you have a very kind smile, and that your confidence has grown since you've been at Paris Lake High School, showing that you can make a difference, and you're going to move forward and do some more great things. Wanted to be a social worker after you've had the social work at Paris Lake, and that just made me so happy because it's something we put in our school last year and we're carrying forward is to have a social worker at every one of our schools to help our students that are struggling with some things sometimes, or what they need some guidance. And you talked about wanting to make a difference in other people's lives, and I can see that happening down the road. So good luck and congratulations. Amina? She got her back to me. Only being in this country for a year and a half, learning English, and it's great to hear with the things that you've already done over at Heritage High School to make a difference. Wanted to go into the medical field, and looking at the hard work that you put in already, and that continue that hard work as you move forward in your life and in your careers that you want to do. And something kind of was across all 4 kids was determination, and really you can hear that with what the staff and what the principal had talked about you with your determination. So congratulations and good luck at MSJC. And last but not least, Jacob. Stand up, Jacob. There you go. 4.4 GPA. That's probably double what mine was in high school. Being on the wrestling team is very prestigious over at Paloma Valley. They've had such a great program over the years with what they've done in state and throughout the local community. You talked about being the best each day, kind of what we heard before. That's all you can do is be the best you can each day. Going to UC Berkeley, civil engineer, that's awesome. Great school to get into, and not the easiest school to get into. So I want to congratulate you on that. I do have to correct you though. Lundstrom isn't the father of calculus. I think it was Leibniz or Newton, one of the two. His name isn't. It's not like a trifold thing where he's on there also. He does do a great job with the calculus class, and we want to thank him for that. I want to wish you the best of luck up at Berkeley and enjoy the rest of the senior year. So you see off to our sides here, we have some camera people here, we have some people in the back. This is from Heritage High School video production program under the leadership of Mr. Kalantar. Mr. Kalantar, we thank you for what you do. This is a project for them, so they come and they record the event, then they go back and edit it, and it gets put on our local cable access, so you can see that over and over and over again if you like. Just make your little brothers and sisters watch it, just rub it in their face a little bit. But I want to introduce the people here. Our director is Genesis Morales. Where's Genesis in the back? Thank you, Genesis. Our technical director is Reese Russo in the back also. Thank you, Reese. We have 2 camera operators here today. We have Freddie Hernandez. We have Alex Portillo. Something Sally always does as we end the meeting is she has a minute from Maxwell. John Maxwell is a motivational speaker, a pastor, and he always has some good words and good things for our kids. Today it's question and connect are the 2 words he had. So let me see, I'm doing technology. Princess, I may need you to come up and help me out. Let me see if I can do this.
Years ago, called Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. Hi, John Maxwell here. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. And the entire book was all about not just talking to people, but connecting with people. Haven't you sat down around a table and sometime you're having a conversation, you look across that table at their face, and there's this blank look on their face, and you just know that nobody's home. Nobody's home. And there's no connecting going on. And when there's no connecting going on, there's no real vibrant, energetic, life-changing conversation going always have said that connecting with you is my responsibility. How do I do that? I go find where you are. How do I do that? By asking questions. Questions are the key that unlocks the door to connection. The moment that I have my interest in you and ask questions about you, we start connecting. So, it's very simple. You want to connect with somebody? Leave where you are. Go to where they are. Ask questions. And the connection begins. Thanks for being with me today on Men with Maxwell.
Well, I got through the technology part of it. Thank you, Princess. And to end the meeting, I just want to say thank you to all the families here. The kids don't get to where they're at being here without your support and without your caring and love. And also to our school administrators and our teachers, counselors that are here today. Thank you for what you do for our kids every day and making a difference in our community. And I want to thank the sponsors here and the elected officials. Parish Union High School District is proud of our students. We're excited what we can do with our kids. We give them a first-class facility at each of our schools. Well, Paris High's been around since 1888, but it's brand new over across the street here. We just had a dedication for the theater a couple weeks ago, and 500-seat Performing Arts Center here in the city of Paris. We keep saying the kids in Paris deserve just as nice a school as we put down at Liberty, we put at Loma, we put at Heritage, we put at Paris Lake. And I'm proud that we've been able to do that. And as we move forward, we want to keep honoring our students. Next year we'll add Liberty to this program because they'll have seniors next year. And it's just awesome to be able to share our kids, and you know, this will get me through the rest of the week, going into spring break next week. What great things the kids are doing. So I want to say thank you. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to take some pictures, so don't take off. We're going to move chairs up here. We're going to have to move this table back a little bit. But we're going to take some pictures with the kids and elected officials if they're still here, and our dignitaries. So thank you. Have a great day.